everyone, it's Ada from Poison Rock, and I give a welcome back after not even a year, which is good, to Cody from Crownland. First of all, how are you, Cody? Welcome back.
I'm good. Yeah, thank you so much for having me again. It's such a pleasure.
I mean, we've been like last time we left with I think it was Ritual too, something like that was
Yeah,
out.
ritual.
Was
Yeah.
out. So we said, oh, we have to do an interview so far, but just then we have to move with our life. And then I saw out of nothing, what is that? There is a new single, there is another new single, and there is a new album that will
Yeah.
be out like in almost 2 weeks by now,
Yeah.
15th of May.
Yes.
So, and this is completely different from the other things, but of course, like at the moment, like for example, if you look at your journey in music so far, like
Hmm.
even what feels most different, especially like when you started from now, because this is a big,
Wow.
big
Yeah.
album. Yeah,
Yeah, totally. Well, we started as a completely different band. We started really doing blues rock. And because traditionally here in Canada, in order to get big, you have to work the
okay,
radio system because there's so much space between cities. Sometimes there's 6 hours, sometimes there's 8 hours between major cities.
yeah,
And it's all predominantly run by like blue collar workers, and they
okay,
love this like blues rock kind of
yeah,
thing. So when we started, we really pandered
yeah,
to blues rock. And we always had this love for progressive rock music, but we had to tame it down.
okay,
So we made our first EPs, we made our first record with Universal, and we went down that blues rock route. Uh,
yeah,
and
that,
and after, but we were really wanted to just do prog, because I remember we went down to Nashville and we worked with David Cobb, who's an amazing producer. He worked with Chris Stapleton. He worked with Rival Sons. We're
amazing,
great.
yeah,
Yeah, we're a great band. Yeah, so we worked with him and we were showing him all the progressive songs that we had on the back burner. Like we had the song
yeah,
called The Oracle, which is like a 15-minute progressive epic. We showed it to him and he's like, "No, there's no way we can do this. Like this doesn't really fit. This doesn't work."
I don't know,
And we were like, "Shoot, okay, well, we're just gonna do this blues thing." And so we did it, and when we put it out, sadly it was bad timing with COVID.
yeah,
So we put a single out, then COVID hit, and then we were forced to
yeah,
put the record out that summer, and it was kind of dead. And so we just kind of turned inward to each other, and
okay.
we were like, man, what should we do? Like, let's just screw what everybody wants from us. Let's just do prog rock. And so we did. And so we made Context Fearless Part 1, which
Yeah.
was like we found ourselves sonically.
Okay.
Yeah, so we worked on that, and then from there, we kind of been leaning more into prog
Yeah.
as the years gone by with each new release.
So,
Yeah.
and also this is as well like not even like a full depth, like a 15, for example, long minutes, just giving the time to the people to understand and fit because prog used to be like the genre that we listen to just you know have a, as we said before, like have a journey, let each other mind floating in the
Mhm.
air, but also to see what the
Yeah.
human mind is capable is like one of those genres that puts you to challenge you. So I think, I mean,
Yeah.
we know that you are have a background as a world music studies as well. I think also
Yes.
Kevin has his own background as well. So both of
Yeah.
us like you were challenged, still challenging sometimes finding this word, how to fit it into the
Def
music.
Definitely. Yeah, like we come from two different approaches.
Yeah.
Kevin studied classical music, and I've
Okay.
studied world music. And so we kind of combine and it makes this really cool thing. But when we do make music, we try to find stuff that challenges us. That is really hard to play. Usually,
Okay.
if it's simple to play now, we kind of throw it out. We just make it complicated until it's really hard to play. And we're like, "Oh, what's that? Let's record that. Okay, we got to use this."
Yeah, because now it became such a like I think you get find also like a way to move into the music into and to the
Yeah.
composing that now it's like,
Yeah.
okay, you know what, let's do it, let's try. And also I think also can give you more time to try new things such as the
Yeah.
costume, improve the music video, which I think has been a lot of talking. I saw the live, and
Yes,
congratulations
yes.
to that a director, a shout out because it's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys are doing like I think you're moving at the pace of the light. Like
Thank you.
you're gonna, I mean,
Thank you.
come to Europe soon as
Yes. I think people in Europe would love it. I mean, we are actually in the middle right now of planning some sort of Europe
possible.
thing.
That's
I
cool.
would love to play Italy. I think that would be like a great idea. I know
You
we're definitely
know,
heading Germany. Yeah.
Germany? Yeah,
Yeah, I
okay.
think yeah, when we do come. So I think we're trying
Yeah.
this year.
You
Yeah.
know, there is a place in Italy that is fitting for your music.
Oh yeah?
It's a Pompeii.
Oh yeah, of course. Of
even
course.
even like of course it was played by the almighty Pink Floyd, but also bands such
Yeah.
as Bardruna playing there, and this summer are playing Savatage there, so it's open for different genre.
Oh,
So
yeah, I mean, and Pink Floyd are a progressive rock band, so I mean,
that's
that's
cool.
cool.
Yeah,
That's
but
so cool.
yeah, but also like also the sound that you guys made, it can change a little bit, you know, like outdoor and indoor. So in
Yeah.
that case, how would you like prefer to move, like for you acoustically? Because of course you're there singing and playing, doing whatever, almost everything else, both of you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it depends. I mean, it depends on the weather. I love playing outside though. Outdoor like shows and outdoor festivals are my favorite for sure. But you have more control inside an enclosed space, of course. So you can do more with the costumes and lighting
Okay,
specifically. Because if it's in the day, you can't really do much with lighting.
of course.
Um, but like, yeah, I love both, but outside is so much fun.
Like outside at sunset. And
Yeah, sunset's perfect time.
in between, you know, like
Yes.
it's really Pink Floyd that they said the sunset.
Yeah, with the gong.
That, I would say that aside from Pink Floyd, I would say something like that. Maybe
Yeah,
not the gong, maybe some other instrumental,
yeah,
no, folkloristic instrument. Which one would you
totally.
pick if you like? We would have to make like live at Pompeii Crownland, like you know something that can really symbolize,
Oh,
like
that would be
maybe
tough.
using between the set. You are
Yeah,
the one
maybe
who started
flutes.
with it.
Yeah, maybe like flutes or something, because I play all sorts of different flutes.
Yeah.
That could be really cool.
That's
Yeah.
so like we are picturing we are already manifesting, not manifesting, trying to create.
Yeah.
So Italian venues,
Do it.
Pompeii, you heard them. But also,
One day.
you know, I mean, you really, as I said, a lot of people in Canada, like from music scene that I'm hearing, like they're talking about you, like from I didn't even mention the
Wow,
name. I didn't even
that's
mention Poland.
crazy.
You
Yeah,
said
that's
there are
cool.
these guys. I'm like, oh, I know them. I really, it's amazing. I feel like I'm proud. Like that's you guys deserve it. I mean, that's
Thank you.
it's something. And there's so many bands out there right now, so many bands,
Yeah.
amazing. They brought, you know, like I think a new wave of music. Even if it's
Hmm.
looking back to the past, there's something new, and
Yeah.
they're amazing. But Crownland, you guys, you completely new. So
Thank you.
it
Well,
could remind of this, but there's something that I still have to figure out what it is that make you
mm,
really. If I can hear you, maybe it's that your voice that is go sometimes more the bluesy, sometimes more high notes, like okay.
yeah,
And some of the songs in
totally.
the album are literally like almost giving the chill, like you know, like because your
Oh,
voice
really?
is almost like a lullaby. It's
Thank you. Thank you so
yeah,
much. Oh, with when I do the soft falsetto stuff?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's really soft. So also think for that. And
Yeah.
as I said, when my father loves a band, my father is the perfect reviewer. If my father loves a band, likes a band, I say, whatever, it's because he's the 70 kiddo, you know, listening Genesis, Pink
Yeah.
Floyd, Genesis, Pink Floyd. That's it. That's it. He
That's
doesn't
awesome. That's awesome.
know anything else.
He
But
knows
of
what he
course,
likes.
yeah. But of course, of course, if people, for example, are starting to listen to your music today, what do you
Yeah.
want them to feel before they even start to understand your music?
Oh man. I guess. Hmm. I guess I want them to understand that like I guess our music is is like narrative driven music. So you're going to go on a journey when you go and listen to our music.
Yeah.
Whether it's into like a lush jungle of forests and woods and beautiful canyons with the Ritual records, or if you're going to go into outer space with our Fearless record or Apocalypse, you're in
Yeah.
for some sort of journey. We always want to tell a story, and we always want to bring the listeners into a world with each song.
Yeah. And also
Yeah.
because the this upcoming album is titled Apocalypse, which could
Yeah.
seems like like almost an ending word, but it feels
Yeah.
more like it's something that it's like transformation, mutation, moving on.
Yes, you got it.
That was intentional or just accidental?
100%.
Like it was
100%.
intentional. Like I
It's
am.
intentional. You got it. That's sick. You're actually the first person to actually to nail that concept because an apocalypse is the end of something. It's the end of a
Exactly.
paradigm, but it's always the beginning of another
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We saw
100%.
that
And
with
so
dinosaur.
exactly,
Here, come
exactly.
on.
Exactly. So with
Of course.
Apocalypse, we tell the story of
Okay.
the rise of this. So in our story, we have this faction of bad guys called the Syndicate, and we have
Syndicate.
these
Yeah.
good guys called the Ebb and Flight. They're like dragon riding, peaceful people who live with nature. They're the people whose world it was when we made the Ritual records. That's their world before the Syndicate
Okay.
came.
The
So
syndicate.
this story talks about the rise of the Syndicate and Black Star, who is like the main bad guy. He's like the Darth Vader of our world.
Okay.
And so it's their rise to power and the
Okay.
story of how they destroyed that planet. And
Wow.
then they took the resources from that planet, and then there was a civil war on their own home planet,
Okay.
and that hatred that they kind of exuded into the world and thrust into the world, it became a cycle of hatred that came back to them and destroyed their own civilization.
So
And so Apocalypse talks about the ending, like the cycles of hatred.
this cycle. Yeah.
And yeah, so like the core theme I think of the record is like hate begets hate and violence begets violence. And it's
Yeah.
like an allegory for what we see in the world today, right? Like people, there's so many horrible atrocities happening throughout the world. And it really begs the question of like, if you think about it, whenever there is hatred, whenever there's violence, it just
Yeah.
begets more violence. And it's an endless cycle. And where does it end, right? And so at the end of Apocalypse, it's the end of that guy's planet, Blackstar, but he's still
Exactly.
alive and he doubles down. He becomes even more evil in our story. But at the end, musically, what we have is we have these notes that kind of
Mhm.
play at the very end of Apocalypse, our big long song at the end of our
Yeah.
album. Um, and those notes lead into our song Starlifter Fearless Part 2, which is the hope. So at the end of
Yeah.
the lyrics, I say, Fearless will rise in the stars above, right? And those are the last lines of the song. And it serves as like this little glimmer of hope. Like, yes, things are doomed, everything is dead, but there's
Yeah.
still hope. Our hero of our
Yeah.
story, Fearless,
Exactly.
is awakening and it'll get better
Yeah.
someday.
And also I like how the album is opening is an instrumental piece.
Yeah.
This proclamation. I mean, like it's
Yeah.
starting. It's not like starting as a. Because you're giving like welcome, like
Yeah,
like a book or a movie or something like. I'm
totally.
I'm guiding you through this journey, like, and that was I mean, of course, the single release, the people there their noise likes. I mean, I think the most talked by now,
Yeah,
Apocalypse
yeah.
Live. That please let me ask you,
Oh,
how do you manage? I have to ask you because you're really you're really talented. Like you are
thank you.
playing, you're jumping out the drums. Then if you go back to the synth is gonna go back. The guy at the sound the
He's going to the
keyboard is gonna.
drum.
How all of you do this because it's really remarkable.
Thank you. It's hard.
It's like a
I'm not gonna
choreography.
Yeah, it is like choreography. So we practiced for like about a month, just shy of a month,
Okay.
but like a couple practices within a month.
Yeah.
Um, and we had to decide like what are the times where I'm gonna jump out from the kit? What am I
Yeah.
gonna stay? Where are we gonna play together on the drums?
Yeah.
Um, but it's like yeah, it's a lot of practice, especially like playing and singing that stuff.
Yeah.
It's hard. Like I'm not gonna lie, Anna. It's hard.
Yeah, but you're good at it. I mean, all your guys are good. You, Kevin, and all these also guys that because that's also
Yeah.
something that is being talked a lot. I mean, see, there are new elements live. So it's which is good. I mean,
Yes.
they can help if you want to give them a shout out if they are always the same guys. So it's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so we just finished a run across Ontario doing
Okay.
like 10
Yeah.
shows with them. So we have Daniel Walton on guitar and bass, mostly bass. And we have Adam Inrig who played the drums and played synthesizers wherever I wanted to play the drums or yeah, so it was really cool though because we met these guys and their favorite band, guess who it is? Genesis. And so
Exactly. Yeah.
we started talking to them and we're like, hey, we want to kind of do this Genesis thing with the Chester Thompson kind of thing where
Yeah.
you're on the drums and I can come out in front sometimes. We just
Yeah.
felt like it would help the band a lot because like I'm stuck behind the drums most of the
Of
time.
course.
And like it's only when there's no drums going on in our set, which is like once in our show usually, that I come out. And so
Yeah.
we find that we get a really good reaction when I do that. So we wanted to do that for a whole set. So we played
Yeah.
most of our clips. Yeah.
Because I think you also like like being a singer is it's not like before like you are the front but kind of people look at you from the drum and then be there because also you kind of are creating like Genesis itself start to create their own I don't want to call it character but let's say sad version of themselves on stage. So
Yes.
that's another that's Cody on stage, that's Kevin on stage.
It's
So
different. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So I think you also want to be able to express that part of yourself
Oh
fully,
yeah.
fully, like as
Yeah.
Kevin, like why issue is freer than me?
Yeah, exactly. And it was fun. It
Yeah,
was fun to go up stage and not have to worry about the drums and sing like really hard. Like it was so fun. I could express myself in ways I could only dream of, right? So I loved it. And
so let's say that now your live shows are turning into almost a theatrical live
oh
shows.
yeah. Yeah, we're really amping it up. And I remember you mentioned the director of that live video.
Yeah,
His name's Luke Perron. He's a genius. He's awesome. And he
yeah.
also is my Dungeons and Dragons DM. So he runs my Dungeons and Dragons group. He's been like he's my buddy for years and he started doing this stuff and he's amazing at it. And yeah,
He's
he's directed all of our
yeah
music
on,
videos
on
recently.
video music video all this last album of all like in general like of course.
Even Ritual. So from Ritual onward, it's all him, which is
So
super
credit
cool.
to him. I have to bring him one day to do an interview with him because it's, as a mind,
Yeah.
you really need to be into that and loving
Yeah.
what you're doing because you need a lot of creativity to go through ritual that maybe will as add more
Oh,
connection with the nature itself and then
yeah.
moving in into the almost to the outer space. So
Yeah.
in other words,
Yeah.
basically I had to create another world which I invite people to go if they want to go deeper about the topic. You have guys an entire live on Instagram. They
Yeah.
can find it and see it. That's how I was at the gym listening to that because I wanted to understand a little bit more. I'm not from Ontario, but I was listening like something of what is that? Stafford? What is that? I was trying to listening to
Yeah.
that.
I love that.
Yeah, I mean, you have to at least, I think, to understand what's behind, also to be a little bit up because if I came here, oh, you have a new album, but wait, what happened? What happened in the
Yeah.
meantime? Of course, and
Yeah.
also there has been also one of the song that I really liked, and I figured out today that was released as a single. I don't know how Through the Glass. That's one of the one that gave me the
Oh,
chills. I
yes.
told you that's beautiful. You made it, man. That's
Thank
because through the looking glass, it could have been seen like as an aside song, also kinda not maybe part of a
Yeah. Yeah.
concept because I think it's something that for me, for example, because I listen outside, I felt it as I'm looking through a glass of which could be just even a mirror. I don't know, just through a throughout the
Yeah.
facade or something. So from your point
Yeah.
of view, of course, fitting into the story, how this fit into the concept and the story.
Yeah. So how this fits into the story. By the way, I love the way you connected with the song. I think that's amazing. I love that songs and music in general can mean so many different things to so many different people,
Yeah,
right? Depending on where you are in your life. And definitely I see where you get that from, but where it fits in the story of the concept. So those Dragon Rider people, this is a story of them before the Syndicate came to their
Okay.
planet. So there's this, so they it's a story about their triumph, their last
Okay.
great triumph. Over these there's like these snow demon kind of
Yeah.
people on their planet, and this is their struggle against them, and they defeat them, and it's like their last heroic victory
Okay.
before the end of their planet. And so
Yeah.
this song talks about that,
Also,
and our
melancholy.
video kind of hits on that too. Yeah.
That's why like I think because I think because Black Star is more like people can maybe hear that, oh, it's something hard rock. No, it's not hard rock, but it has something, like in inner inside, like in the inner
Yeah.
self of a song is hard rock. It's like it goes there like a rock hits immediately, and I
Oh,
think it's
thank
one
you.
one the people that right now are talking a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a beautiful song, but there are
Yeah.
so many because, like for example, like how I think also people they can read it like if they put apocalypse at the end, they also can connect, which is a funny coincidence though. Genesis is the beginning,
Mhm.
so the band Genesis is the beginning, and
Yeah. Yeah.
apocalypse is kind of the end. So in this genre is also, and I think in music we can also see that the prog rock is there to tell a story, whether it's from beginning like a genre, or whether it's from an ending but then a beginning, of course. So
Yes.
that's is a they were saying their own stories. You're telling your own, you're both of you guys are telling your own story, but and of
Yeah.
course like throughout the song, which are just 7 songs. First, why 7 and not like 20 songs?
I mean, we really would love to. We
Do
actually had to
both.
cut songs. We had to cut songs from the record because when we envisioned this
Yeah.
concept, we wanted a story from beginning to end, and
Okay.
we had those 7 songs, right? But we had more songs. They didn't quite fit into the concept, but more than
Okay.
anything, we were thinking about the physical vinyl. The
Okay.
physical vinyl being like it can only hold so much music before it starts to lose quality. So we had the vinyl length in mind.
In mind. Okay.
And yeah, and like the songs, the it's like around 40 minutes, right? So we kind of were trying to aim for 40 minutes around there.
It's beautiful.
Um, but we have a bunch of other songs that never made it to the record that are going to come out this year, hopefully,
Another record.
on another body of work. So we
Okay.
have more stuff coming. Yeah, yeah.
But that's cool because like I think if
Yeah,
people start to follow the story of
mhm,
everything, it's like a chapter, another chapter, because but there are different chapter, and as I said, each
yeah,
song can be taken, I think, also like one song like as a meaning, one meaning for itself. Like I did it
yeah,
like for through the through the looking glass, but also if they get passionate about it, it's like I want to know more. So like who knows? Maybe
yeah.
as I said, it's gonna get out someday or sometime. It could be like a fitting for a movie or something. Like
Oh,
you do
thank
like a
you.
score for some movie. I have to
Oh,
put in contact. But he does zombie movie, something
oh,
horror.
that would be sick. No, we
Really, you
love
like?
horror. Yeah, of course.
I,
That would
I
be
met
awesome.
tomorrow. I'm interviewing this director. His name is Morley Nelson from he made the independent movie
That's
Uncontained
cool.
with his family. Super cute.
Yeah,
Was that his son, his daughter, the dog, and his wife. He's such a cute guy.
that's
And
awesome.
so the movie is already out in United
Yeah,
States
yeah,
and Canada. I will mention that, and I will
yeah.
send your account. Your yeah, it's really, really, really good.
That is so cool. Yeah, we love that. And we honestly love like the idea of scoring films, like we actually worked with Luke, the guy who
Yeah.
directed our stuff. He made a short film and he
Hmm.
wanted us to do the score for it. Kevin ended up doing most of it with the synthesizer and stuff, but it was a horror film. Um,
Okay, so
yeah,
I will make sure to just send your
yeah,
contact to
sure.
Morley. She's such a really nice person. He was an actor before in
Oh,
other
cool.
movie, and he's been a
Nice.
consultant for movies. So yes, but now I started, being a director, and especially if you're independent, is not easy.
Hmm.
So I think more people you get to know, even around the world, easier it's to just because now he's working on a prequel of that movie. So
Oh,
You see,
that's
even
cool.
even in a zombie movie, there you will he set a different type of a view. Like
Yeah.
his wife died. It was a zombie. She was a zombie. So he
Oh
wanted
yeah.
to understand, like, why, like how focus on the meaning, like what she
Yeah.
was feeling as a zombie. So something different, like as a zombie,
I like that.
more like of a thoughtful perspective. So that's why I
That's
think it's
cool.
yeah. In fact, I have this full day of interviews, but isn't it that I'm gonna talk with him tomorrow same time?
Yeah, please. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah,
cool. I love
so definitely will show you. But of course, this album, like I said, it's out of the of 15th. I don't think it's gonna be other. There's gonna be other releases like singles and things coming out before the
Well,
15th.
actually, this is the last single. Black Star is the
Okay,
last
that is the
single
last
before the
single.
drop. Yeah, yeah, before
Is
Apocalypse.
okay, but still, pre-orders are open.
Yes. Oh yeah.
People
Yeah.
can just you just I think there are vinyls as you mentioned, there are CDs, whatever. And I mean,
Exactly.
I listened, it didn't feel the album completely to be heavy, completely. It went like that. So it's not
Oh
really,
wow.
not really, really like I
Thank
mean it.
you.
Even if there are people not listening to prog, it's not heavy. It's just really. I told you, you managed to make a genre that's maybe that's something that it's new to make prog less because for some people it's boring. It's like oh,
Yeah.
not boring, like more
Thank,
interesting, especially for
thank
the
you
youngest
so much.
generation or the
Yeah, that
so
sorry. Yeah,
no, no,
that
no,
that
no.
means
Just yeah.
that means a lot because Kev and I spend a great deal of time trying to make it so that it's interesting because we know people live in an age where people's attention are so short and
No.
to make prog rock in 2026, you have to change some things, you got to make it interesting. So we really
Yeah.
spend a lot of time trying to make sure, okay, do we go down here? Do we bring up the energy here? And we reflect on it a lot. So that actually means so much. Thank you.
So that's yeah. And as I said, it's I was at the gym. I was just like everything happened at the gym today.
Yeah.
I was listening to it, and I was like, I'm at song 6 already, almost song 5.
Yeah.
Like how long I've been here? But it was just that it goes and I remember stopping it when there was through the looking glass. I stopped in there and I listened to that,
Yeah.
and
Nice.
especially the first song, like how it starts. I
Yeah.
think will leave a lot of people like, oh, almost. I think also, I don't know. You can really do like a movie because I can picture something like that going also
Yeah.
for fantasy, going also for sci-fi. Even I
Yeah.
don't know, I didn't say Lord of the. I'm not a fan of Lord of the Rings, but let's put it like that. Like that,
Totally.
I prefer this type of Genesis vibe. And let's say
Yeah.
Genesis. And as many
Totally.
people are claiming online, like online or outside, saying like, this guy are the new Rush. This guy will tour for sure with
Yeah.
Rush. I appreciate to do so. I honestly think that you guys are gonna be
Thank
bigger
you.
than many other bands out there, and you're growing really fast.
Thank you. That's the hope, You never know how you're gonna do. You can only hope to do good, right? And so we just strive to do good. We love like all comparisons are great. We love Rush, so like any comparison to like
Of
any of
course.
these legends, we take it to heart. That's a huge thing. They're awesome. So like hell yeah, we'll take
I mean,
it.
like, and as I said, that's what you bring. And also, what can I say, Cody? So I'll be waiting for news for some touring thing, and then I will see. Then I'm gonna reach out to the. Okay, let's set another interview for the tour because then we need to focus on the live because that is gonna
Yes,
be a cool interview only about live, not
yes.
music.
I want you to see us live for sure. So when we
Yeah.
play,
So
we'll get you out to the show.
yeah, thank you. Everywhere in Europe, I will join. I promise. I'm not gonna. I
Sick.
yeah, and bring your wife. Bring your wife.
I wish, I wish. Sadly, she
I
has to
won't bring
work.
myself.
You guys would get along though. She's sweet.
Yeah, and she's
She's
beautiful.
obsessed with Hello Kitty. That's like her favorite thing.
She's beautiful. You have to send always my greetings to her because
Oh, thank
there's something that I really like. I can say genuinely. I mean, knowing you since it was September, not August, July. I don't
you. Yeah,
remember. It's like that.
yeah.
You are genuine as a human being, and you can see also through even through the post social media, you with your voice, such a genuine energy you put outside, and also it goes through the music. So
Thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you. That's so
I
sweet.
mean, also of course this is also worth it for Kevin. I don't know him yet, but
You
you
will
can
get to
feel
know
it.
him soon.
You can feel
Yeah.
it through the guitar, how he's working, like the passion he
Yeah.
has. You can feel that the bass.
Totally.
That's from the feel that. So
Yeah.
next time we're gonna bring him for the live
Yeah.
part because I will need both his side, your side.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
And
excited for you to meet him. He's a
yeah,
funny guy. He's just full of like jokes and stuff. He's a good
yeah,
dude.
and your wife in the background.
Yes, yeah. I'll
Suggesting me
sneak her in.
ask that.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course, because it was a pleasure seeing you again. We met it in a good time amount of time, so we are free
Yeah,
to do the other interview and I will have time to
that's
eat
perfect.
and not to
Yes, you need to eat. Yeah.
and just remember, it's not 1 a.m.
It's
But
not 1 a.m. Yeah.
even though it would be fine, it's these things are, it's went for the best. So
I know,
thank
yeah.
you so much, and really, I'm happy to about this album, and I will send it to my dad. A copy. I will give it to my dad. I think he's gonna love it.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
love it.
I really hope he enjoys it. This
Yeah,
this kind of music is for the dads out there, for real. Like a
my
lot of
dad was
people's dads
waiting
love
for
it.
something like that.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure. But thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's
Seriously,
always a pleasure.
it's so nice to be here again.
Yeah, of course. So talk soon, and
Yeah.
let's see you again soon. Have a good great rest of the day, Cody, and big
Thank,
up to your wife. Bye.
thank you. Take
Bye
care.
bye.
Bye.
Across the sky.